Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say that star-spangled banner yet waving for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Have you ever desired to show off something you created, like we'll say in racing, or in this case even sim racing? While on the track, simulator, hauling close to the ground in a cart, Abruzzi Racewear has you covered. If you've ever needed to promote your team logo, name, colors, or just feeling a bit more confident in your sim rig, Abruzzi Racewear is your answer. Team shirts, jackets, and even hats, they go the extra mile. Custom race shoes to gloves and even cart suits, Abruzzi has the supplies to fit your needs. Customizable from team names to colors, and yes, you can even have your own name embroidered just the way you want it. In sim racing, they give you the comfort and feel of being strapped into a cockpit to bring the experience closer to the way you desire it. Their range of sim apparel has been created to not only meet and exceed the highest levels of comfort and quality, but also to enable you to make it yours. To add your personality, take a look today at AbruzziUSA.com to see the lineup and what they have to offer. AbruzziUSA.com, with customization at heart, your wear, your way.
Good evening, race fans. This is JC and Brad Tasbecker, live from Bristol Motor Speedway at GameWorks 150. And we have 7 or 8 cars here tonight for this GameWorks 150. And we're off into qualifying already. Get you caught up there. Judd Danielson was your fastest car during practice this evening. So here's Carson Bowers in the 8 machine, laying down his times. 14.785 is going to be his first time. And that'll currently take the top spot. Quite a small field here tonight, but it should be some pretty interesting racing. I don't see anybody walking away by themselves here.
How about that? Philip Martin, he's back from a couple weeks off. He puts her on the pole.
Yeah, drops a fast lap of 14.733. There's Gary Sexton, your last two race winner, looking to make it 3 in a row, setting in that 4th spot right now. I believe we got a new racer here in the 7 or 3 on your screen. Matt Alverson, and you see him get loose and take the wall on there. but he crossed the line and put down the third fastest time.
Well, that's the perfect time to rack it, is after you put down a good time.
For sure. So your top 7, and I don't think Ryan Johnson's put the time in yet. Philip Martin, Carson Bowers, Matt Alverson, Judd Danielson, Gary Sexton. 6th is Ray Richer, and Ryan Johnson has yet to put a time down. I don't know what you see, but I don't even see him connected right now. Or he may just be opting out. Did you bring his car to the track?
I don't know, I may have left it back in the shop.
Yeah, he was practicing. He ran some practice laps. It's here. The hauler made it. Actually, it looks like he's disconnected from Speak altogether.
Well, I'm on the horn with him right now, trying to figure it out.
So, yeah, 150 laps tonight. Man, real good cup race there earlier today. Track temp's 85, so that's real nice, and air temp's 84. So, yeah, good grip. Close to perfect temperatures to be running these cars at. Got about 52 seconds left in qualifying, and GameWorks Racing Series brought to you by Abruzzi Racewear. Check them out on Facebook. Got you the commercial a little early tonight. Looking for gloves. Anything you want. Real life or sim life. Check out Abruzzi USA on Facebook. I put some fans in the stands tonight. I only filled it like a third of the way up, so they're 6 foot distant.
Well, you know, that's not real now.
They just extended it here in Ohio for till July 1st now, so still a thing here. I don't know about Tennessee. Lots of crazy stuff going on right now, so everybody just stay safe and ride it out. Now we're going to grid up, and did look like Ryan Johnson get back, possibly. On the outside, we got three identical Abruzzi cars.
You know, I thought I was seeing things there.
Yeah, it looks like everybody from Taz Motorsport makes it somewhat identical cars. One. We're gonna roll off here.
Well, you know, we've been known to kind of like lead the trend in the pack.
Yeah, so what Tiny Horse have to say?
He is actually in sister duty. I guess right now where she's working, they got a lot of protesters there, and the town's been threatened with rioting.
Oh.
So he's on the duty of having to go save Sis if he needs to.
Yeah, that's a little more important than this. All right, so gridding off. Short little 6-car grid here. Philip Martin's going to be your pole sitter. Carson Bowers on his outside. Running third in that 3-car, Matt Alberson. Judd Danielson, our California winner, on his outside in 4th. Gary Sexton looking to make it 3 in a row here. Running in that 5th spot. Ray Richard in 6th. And Ryan Johnson's not going to make it. So we're going to have a little 6-car 150-lap dash. Here at Bristol. Pace car's off at 46, so Philip Martin's going to bring him to green. Dead even going into 1. Carson Bowers on that outside. Man, he takes off like a rocket.
Yeah, Carson put the big nitrous jets in, and he just said goodbye.
Already worked himself about a 15-car lead.
Well, Philip, he's very smart at saving tires here at Bristol, so he may just be letting Carson run away and he'll go get him in about 20 laps.
Plenty busy back here from third back. Alverson's maintained a 3rd spot, and he's got Gary Sexton in the 88. Going to start working on him, followed up by Judd Danielson. 85 is going to take a peek on the inside of the 88, not able to hold it.
Yeah, Gary's looking to get his way back to the front, pick back off where he left off last week.
Oh, 85 touches the 88 going into the turn. I've not had a lot of Cup experience here as we see the 88 going underneath, trying to work underneath the 3. 3's going to get the big run off the corner. So I honestly don't know how these things handle. I would assume the top line is kind of where you want to be, maybe middle in. I ran a lot of super lates here and a lot of street stocks, but
yeah, you run these a little bit like you run the super lates. Drive them in way high and try to cut it down coming down the bankment off. I mean, they didn't put the traction compound down on for us tonight like the Cup guys had, so we'll see it a high side lane only.
I just caught Gary Sexton bouncing it off the wall. Got a little tore up front fender, but here at Bristol that don't matter. Gary getting these runs on the 3-car, but they ain't able to make it stick as the 3-car's getting a high run off the bank.
Yeah, you're almost going to have to do it dirt car style. Driver in deep, sell it cheap, and power off. You know, give them the old JP. 8 tires are better than 4.
Philip Martin's starting to wind him in a little bit.
The 3 got in the wall pretty hard. It looks like Gary's going to clear him and take over that 3rd spot.
I'd imagine Gary, since he can run his own line, will probably catch up pretty quick here to the front 2. Easy.
I don't know him. Go ahead.
Easy to do here at Bristol. especially since you're running so close going in.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have to work for it to reel in the front two, but I think he'll put a pretty good gap on the 3 there. But Matt's hanging in there pretty good. He ain't letting Gary run away from him.
Nice, keeping him in his sights. Meanwhile, up front, Philip Martin has caught the back bumper of the 8 car. Looking inside here, going down the front stretch. Philip gets a little loose there, spins the tires, so he has to let off and regroup. Look to make another run here at the 8 machine. Looks like the 3 machine's caught back up. He's going to make a move inside of the 88, take that spot back as the 88's into the wall. Gets a big run underneath.
Yeah, you're watching that. Philip Martin's going to drive it under Carson Bowers. Kind of runs him up a little bit, gets the diamond off, and he's about clear. They're rocking on the back stretch.
Yeah, tried to make a move inside here on Bowers and gets into the right quarter of Martin and sends him around. Let's take another look here.
Well, I mean, the good thing here is this is Bristol. We don't have a lot of cars. I think Philip's going to be back up there in not too much time.
He gets a run here. And maybe the 46 is in the gas a little bit on the one angle and just kind of slid up into the 80. Wow, into the 8. Either way, these guys do have one fast repair. I mean, you don't want to use a 25 laps into a 150 lap race here, but sometimes that's just the way it goes. Hop on board here with Martin as he tries to take the lead. Down here into turn 1, Martin slides up a little bit. Yeah, I just think they got together there. Kind of a racing deal thing here coming off the turn, and the cars have a lot of power and a little touch and results. So. .46 sitting on pit road. I'm not sure if Philip would know that he has a fast repair or not because it's been a couple.
Well, you can tell us. Did he use it?
No, I don't believe that he did.
Well, whether he used it or he didn't, or should I say, whether he knew he could or he didn't, I'm happy he didn't.
Yeah, I might want to save that a little bit later. Race. You know, there's going to be stops for fuel and tires, and I was going over replays. Did everybody pit? Yes.
I do believe they did.
Carson Bowers doesn't get a big jump like last time, and Gary Sexton's not going to let him get away. Ray Richard gets loose off the bottom here, and he's going to lose his spot to the 3.
Judd almost spun it out coming off a 4.
Philip Martin makes his way around Judd. Carson Bowers continues to lead. He's led all 31 laps so far. Matt Alverson, 3 machine, makes contact with the wall. Into contact with the wall at the start-finish line. He's using the wall up tonight.
Well, you know, if you can do it right and still keep the fenders on, it is the quickest way around here.
Yeah, that is one thing I do know about running some cars at Bristol, and I assume these are the same. I know the K&N. If you could run the wall and you could actually touch it right, it steers you through the corner, and gives you a good run if you can do it perfectly. But if you can't, then you tear your car up. I really figured that would be something that iRacing would have addressed by now. My personal iRacing opinion.
Oh, and Philip Martin almost drives through the back of Ray Richard.
Yeah, Ray got into the wall there, and it's like he threw the emergency brake out, and Philip really had to take invasive action to get around him. Ray Richards having some handling issues right now. Philip Martin's worked his way back up in fourth spot. Carson Bowers starting to pull away here a little bit. Got Philip Martin looking underneath the 3 car to make a pass here for the 3rd spot. And Judd Danielson, the 85's all over the back of him. Ray Richards caught up, so we got a good battle here cooking up for that 3rd spot.
Yeah, the 3 kind of slapped it off the wall a little bit, and you seen how that worked for him. He gave him a big run down the straightaway. Judd tried to make a big run down there a couple laps ago under Phillip, but it just didn't work for him.
Yeah, these 4 cars here all seem to be pretty equal. I did a little run around here. Philip Martin's machine doesn't have a whole ton of damage, so, and obviously he's still pretty fast. A little right side damage, but nothing that seemed to slow him down too much. Yeah, everybody's pretty much running the same line here. You get in the middle of this run, and it's hard to pass when everybody's running the exact same line to be fast. Danielson's over to back to 46. You either got to pull the old bump and run, or put pressure on the car in front of you to have make them make that little mistake. Meanwhile, in front, Carson Bowers pulled to a 1.2 second lead over Gary Sexton. Judd's got his car underneath the 46, looking to take that 4th spot away.
I'm waiting for Judd to Jimmy Johnson Phillip.
I think I don't know if you watched the Cup race today, but Chase Elliott, Jimmy Johnson, Joey Logano with 5 to go, battling for the lead, took them both out. Pretty entertaining, especially because Joey wanted to apologize too, because you know he just apologizes to everybody when he wrecks them.
So you're telling me Jimmy wrecked 3 cars tonight?
No.
Because I caught when he wrecked Stenhouse.
Oh yeah, no. Elliott and Logano was going for the lead with like 5 to go, and Elliott ran it in hard, slammed them both into the wall. They finished 21st and 22nd. I forgot the incident you were talking to. You see the 85 here going under 46.
Oh, almost the same thing that happened earlier just happened there. But Judd pulled it off of Phillip a little bit, and they keep rolling.
Carson Bowers is cooking up there, up to a 2.4 second lead. Somewhere in between there, we're watching that battle in the back. 3 car got around Sexton and took over that 2nd spot. And his lap is almost 0.2 faster than Bowers up front. See the gap there.
And Judd finally clears Phillip Martin.
We got somebody peeling off to the pits there. It's Gary Sexton in the 88. So, about 50 laps on these. Having this fuel. That's it. And I believe they're using a single pit road. That makes it nice. Well, I guess with this many cars, it might automatically switch into that. I don't exactly know how that works. Instead of having the full pit road where you got to go all the way around, it's Philip Martin hits pit lane also. Carson Bowers just lost the lead to Matt Alverson in the 3 machine. Yeah, kind of stuff getting all mixed up here. He was watching guys hit pit road, and Alverson made up a lot of time to take that lead.
Hey Matt, can you have Harry come down to the broadcast booth? Because you're running that car his way, because you have not fallen off at all.
Yeah, he is running super fast lap times. He hasn't lost a second yet. Everybody else has lost that and more. See Philip Martin go underneath the 8 of Bowers on fresh tires, so difference in fresh tires versus used up ones. Up on the right front fender here, Martin's car, so quick repair. Gary Sexton had some damage. We'll see if he picked up his quick repair, and he did not. I'm kind of guessing that 3 car's probably going to be looking to hit pit road here about any time. So when guys start passing you as quick as that, you start getting a little nervous.
I'm starting to think a little bit on the fuel range. Unless, like I say, Harry added another foot of fuel line.
Yeah, I mean, Sexton might have just, wanted tires and take that route. Pit road here is kind of tricky. You really can't see the cutoff line until you're right there. Carson Bowers has peeled off and hitting pit road right as we speak. That 3 machine there, the first few laps of the race, looked a little shaky, but man, he's really settled in, especially in the front. Still running a 15.9.
Yeah, I may be saying check those tires for softener. He hasn't fallen off that bad.
No, not at all. still, still could drift in high and pin that thing to the bottom off, and that's what you're looking for. Nice smooth line. Yeah, so I'm thinking Sexton and Philip Martin went with we're going to short pit, get tires, get back in this thing, and see where the rest of the race falls in.
Yeah, and I don't know if that was the right call. I mean, normally I'd be all game with that, but Matt's proven that ain't gonna work tonight.
Nah, he's still carrying enough speed. Really, them on fresh tires in the long run is not going to matter.
I mean, they're only 9/8 quicker than Matt right now, so that's big, but not big enough. I think Matt's gonna run that thing till he sees one of them go blowing by him. And here comes Carson Bowers. Why do I want to call him William Bowers? Matt's finally diving off.
And I just did a lot of talking with my mic muted because I'm so good at that. Even sounded like I knew what I was talking about. But I was saying, Judd Danielson has not pitted yet. And he's the only one that hasn't pitted in this cycle. So he's going to have to pit soon. And usually here at Bristol, you're going to put yourself down about 2.5 laps. Doing it, so like he's going to hit pit road here. He's going to be a little bit faster though. cars who has some laps on their tires, but he's going to have a lot of work and a lot of catching up to do. Get back on the lead lap. But anybody can do it. It's that 85 machine. So after the pit cycle finally turns over, and it was a very wide gap, Philip Martin has a 6.4 second lead over Gary Sexton. Earlier, caution was brought out when Bowers and Martin got together. One fast repair here. And actually, Philip Martin is hitting pit road again. So he definitely has a strategy worked out that's going to fit him.
Yeah, hopefully that'll play out right for him and he can be back up front there right towards then. Now me personally, I don't know if I would have took 4. I'd have probably just thrown right sides on. But I'm gutsy that way.
Yeah, he got off pit road pretty quick. I seen him go in, but I didn't track whether so he took 4.
Yeah, he bolted 4 new Goodyears on there. Hey, you know the best present to buy your wife for Valentine's Day?
No.
4 fresh rubbers. Sorry, I had to.
Gotta keep them fresh. Things do expire.
Well, I mean, we're both in the same neck of the woods, so, like, we understand. The middle of February, it's starting to get time to think about summer tires.
We're all a little mixed up with the pit changing and everything here, but Matt Alverson has taken over the lead. Free machining, super fast.
And how about Philip Martin, though? He just got his lap back the old school way. And he's on a lot fresher tires than Matt, so let's see if he can go reel in that 15-second gap.
Matt just led his 30th lap of the race. Gary Sexton sitting in second right now, battling for it with Carson Bowers in third, and the 85 getting in on this. You can see all the Abruzzi teammates going at each other here.
This is when the team owner gets like a heart attack and can't breathe, doesn't want to watch. But in that situation, the team owner's in the battle.
Ray Richards sitting in 4th. Philip Martin's sitting in 5th right now. And Judd Danielson in the 85 showing 1 lap down. Led 7 laps earlier in the race. Philip Martin led 5. Ray Richard yet has to lead a lap, and he's working the inside of the 8 car as we speak. Trying to take over. He's going to try to take 2 here. He got a huge run on the inside. These cars are...
It looked like the 88 got a little bit tight coming off, had to roll out. The 8 drives into the back of them, and that allowed Ray to just drive around both of them.
And oh, they touch coming off the turn, and 88's
Oh!
save it. And he's not
And
going to
he's
save
around.
it, and that's going to bring out a
Ah,
caution.
if he hits the gas, we're going to keep her green. Hats off to Gary there to keep that race green.
Yeah, he stayed in the throttle and kept it moving. And when you're off to the inside here at Bristol like that, it won't throw a caution. So yeah, good way to stay in it for Gary.
He's missing the rear bumper, the deck lid. He's got everything missing. Oh, and he almost spins it out again. He's coming down pit lane.
This is
Oh,
pit
but
lane.
it looks like, or did he try to go down the wrong one? He does.
That's something that I do. I do that
He's
once a freaking race here.
He's got the Mark Martin syndrome. And I don't mean the Viagra.
Yeah, so Gary's on pit lane here. I actually think he used his quick repair. Oh, nope. He just folded it back on. So he had not used his quick repair yet. But he's 4 laps down now, so... man, the pit lane thing was pretty costly. I think whenever you start adding up. So he's got a lot of making up to do. He's fast. New tires, he might be able to rip off some quick laps and get 1 lap down, hope for that caution, possibly. See Philip Martin in 46, almost getting inside of the 44.
And how about that? That puts him back up to second. I mean, Philip Martin, he's looking good in that Woody Design Checkered Flag Network Tez Motorsports GameWorks Camaro.
Yeah, Stoke looking off some pretty decently quick laps here.
Yeah, I've been bouncing back and forth. He's anywhere from 4/10 to a half a second quicker than our leader.
7-second gap. So he went on a kind of an oddball pit strategy, so we'll see. I mean, 15 to go. If Alverson don't have to pit, boy, it's gonna be close to winding him in here. Quick look at your top 10 or top 7, 6 with 14 to go. Geesh. Alverson leads. Philip Martin second. Ray Richards got the 44 worked up to third. So good run for him. Got Danielson's in 4th. Carson Bowers in 5th. Gary Sexton in 6th. Leader hitting the start finish line. 12 to go. Carson Bowers slide underneath him to get back on the lead lap. Bowers had his hands full there for a second. He had a 4-tire slide going on.
Yeah, and unfortunately now those tires have caught back up because Martin's running only about a tenth to a tenth and a half of a second quicker.
Yeah, Matt might have been saving them things once he got that big lead, so. Yeah, I'm gonna assume fuel's gonna hold out. He slowed his pace down, he definitely saved fuel. Down to 5.6, 5.7 seconds, so Matt gained a little bit there. On board here with Matt. Lets off real early and just lets it roll through the corner and do its work. And we'll jump back here to Philip Martin. See how hard he's working. And Matt's just smooth all the way through. On board with Martin here. Working that throttle. Into the turn a lot deeper on the throttle than the leader is right now. Trying everything he can do to shave that down, but Matt just saved his tires to where he can run a pretty consistent pace in the whole run.
Well, you know, that's what I try to explain to a lot of the new drivers. Who cares if you can turn the quickest lap? You just want to be the most consistent throughout the race.
That white flag was out, and your winner is going to be Matt Alverson in Green Machine. Philip Martin aboard at number 46 in second. Ray Richard rolls off third. Judd Danielson fourth. Carson Bowers at fifth spot. Gary Sexton rounds out your top six. So,
I'll grab Ray right now. Hey Ray, this is Taz and John in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Taz, what's going on, buddy?
Hey man, awesome run tonight. I mean, there wasn't a lot of chaos there, but you held on to get a podium. Car looks clean. Couldn't ask for a better night leaving Bristol.
Well, I'll be honest with you, the track was really tight on the way in and loose on the way out in the beginning. But once you get longer on the run, it seemed to grab a lot better. And then obviously there was that fringe you go over, the little cliff, and then it just wanted to push right up the track. So you really had to back up your corners longer and longer. And I see these other guys went in and wore out the right front tire pretty hard. So I just kept it out and did the best I could with what I had and was able to outrun them. So I'm kind of happy about that.
yeah, we noticed there at the beginning of the runs, you kind of would get loose a little bit, and it took you, about 10, 12 laps to settle in and then hit your marks really good. And we talked about it during the broadcast a couple times and just explained to them how it all worked. So, yeah, good finish and good run.
I appreciate it, man. And these cars are pretty heavy around this place and a lot of little horsepower coming out of them. But I'd like to thank Abruzzi Racewear, Pro Auto Service in Whitesboro, New York, and been supporting me for a long time, even in the real world. And, boy, just a lot of fun all the way around this place.
Heck yeah, man. Well, stay safe. Oh, I thought I lost you there. Stay
still here,
safe.
bud.
Keep the family healthy, and we'll see you hopefully back next Sunday.
Yeah, right back at you guys. Have a good evening. Thanks a lot.
Yep, take care. Take care.
That was Ray Ridger, our third place finisher. Let's see if we can get a hold of Philip Martin here and drag him up. Hey Philip, this is Taz and JC in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, got you guys.
Hey man, what a good run tonight after getting caught up in a little bit of chaos there in the beginning and that one and only caution, but you fought back to a second place finish.
Yeah, I didn't use the fast repair on that quickie yellow there. It, it fired off pretty good, but then towards the middle of that run, it just started going backwards on me, and it hurt the right front too much. So I ended up kind of short pitting it, and using the fast repair then, and we were pretty fast. We were making some gains, and just maybe needed to pit a little earlier so I could use the tires more. But knocking the fence down with about 15 to go didn't help me either.
Yeah, it was we was wondering the pit strategy a little bit, and figured you wanted to get that fast repair, try to make that long run, and we didn't see you catch the wall there, but for winding them in slowly, you just needed some more laps. And I don't know what the fuel run was tonight because everybody was pitting kind of oddballish.
Yeah, I with the damage that was on the car, I kind of gave up on that fuel strategy and just tried to play it by tires and hope for the best. It helped a bunch, but yeah, we just didn't need to hit the fence with about 12 or 15 to go or something like that. It wasn't bad, but it hurt it enough that was the end of that.
Yeah, I was watching the time scoring there, and you were reeling them in about a half a second a lap, and then it must have been right when you hit the fence because it fell off to about a tenth to 2/10 a lap and just came up a little bit short there.
Yeah, just a little bit. Matt was pretty fast, and he was a long run car too. So I was hoping that if I could use up the tires and on that short run and be able to run him down there and be at least have something for him at the end. So that was all the kind of plan was. It kind of went out the window after the first yellow, and the right front was hurt a little bit. So everything changed.
Well, thanks for coming out tonight and running. Made it interesting and good run. Any sponsors you want?
I got to thank Taz Motorsports and then Woody's Designs for this car here, and maybe we'll come back next week or see what's going on for the season and go from there.
All right, sounds good. Stay safe this week. Take care.
You too, bud. Thanks.
I got our win here. Hey, Matt, this is JC and Taz in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, 10-4.
So awesome run tonight, and you saved tires, and you was fast throughout the whole run. That's kind of how you got to do it here in Bristol. Not get too crazy at the beginning of the run, and so you have something at the end, and paid off good tonight.
Yeah, I just tried to back those corners up and be easy on entry and hard out. And that kind of helped out.
Yeah, you led 64 the 150 laps. Towards the beginning, kind of looked like everybody had to deal with kind of a loose condition until the tires wore off and came back in. Almost got into a few little bumps and stuff there early in the race, but once you got out front and you could run your line, you were a total rocket.
Yeah, it's real loose on the beginning of the runs there.
Well, my thought on it was, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but first time out here, right, with GameWorks?
Yeah, first race.
Alright, so I kind of figured it was new to the series, the Great Coliseum environment kind of had you a little nervous there at the beginning, but after about lap 25-30, you shook all those nerves off and pulled the belts tight. I think you had Harry as a crew chief because, you were saving those tires beautiful, driving it his way, not your way, and no one could touch you.
Yeah, I actually come in zero practice. I didn't get a chance to really practice any, so it took me a little while to get back used to it.
Well, man, whatever it was, don't change a thing up because you were on rails tonight and no one even had a hand to even try to deal your way.
Yeah, thanks, guys. It was a lot of fun. I'll definitely be back next time.
Yep, sounds good. Congratulations on the win. We'll look forward to seeing you here in the future. Take care. Stay safe this week. Have a good week.
Thanks, guys. Y'all too.
And there you have it from our GameWorks winner of Bristol, 150 laps, led 64 of them, and Matt Alverson is going to be your winner. Race summary: 5 lead changes, only 1 caution, and pretty early in the race. I think lap 16, 17 right in there. They ran green the rest of the way. Typical Bristol, brushing the walls, little wreck. Missed pit lane. That happens to somebody about every race, usually me. But kind of just had it all tonight, even though we only had a small field. So you're looking to get in a series, keep a lookout on the Checkered Flag Network. I'm sharing the GameWorks stuff on there. And also check out GameWorks on Facebook and get the information off there. Let you know we're next. As far as us this week, we are going to Kansas with the Somo Series on Wednesday night as the season's winding down in the field. Top 5 is tightened up a lot, so anybody can win the championship there. And we're going to kick off Shut Up and Race in the K&N cars at Daytona on Thursday.
Yeah, looking forward to the Thursday night there.
Going to be exciting opening for their season. Wednesday night we go on air at 8:50 Eastern Standard Time, and Thursday that's the same, 8:50 Eastern Standard Time.
Actually, we should be a little bit earlier there on Thursday. I believe they're going to start opening up a half an hour early. I'll fill you in more though.
Yeah, you better fill me in on that.
We'll update you guys later on on the website. So
either way, check us out on Facebook. Give us a like there, and give us a like on YouTube, and yeah, just follow the Facebook page. Brad will get me caught up, and the links will all be on there. So everybody, take care this week. Stay safe. That's all I'm going to say about that. We got a lot of stuff going on in the country right now, so stay safe, and we'll catch you.